Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Daytona. The Stars and Stripes Racing Series is back in action tonight. Season 10 underway. We got a jam-packed night full of action for you here. Right now, top of the board, Hoffman in the number 15 machine, 4.549. We got about 6 minutes left of practice before we jump into qualifying. Folks, we're starting the season off strong here. Let's pull in one of our racers here for a quick little interview. And who else to start than last season's champion, Josh Robinson. Let's pull him in here. He has no clue we're doing it. One moment here. Let's fix up the cameras. A little loud. Keep your eye on that number 11 machine with Tom Ogle as well. He is known for being a dirty driver. But nonetheless, we're going to pull in Mr. Robinson, get him up in here. Let's see what he's up to, what he's got in store for us here tonight. Josh, Blake in the booth, you got me? Josh Robinson, Blake up here in the booth. You got me loud and clear. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties. Mr. Robinson is not there. So we're going to pull in the next best option. The man himself, Tom Ogle, the number 11 machine. Let's get him in here. Tom, Blake up in the booth. You got me?
How's it going, Blake?
Hey, it's going great. Are you ready to start season number 10 here tonight?
Damn, I got your name on the car tonight. I spent all day canceling every other streaming service because there's only one I really need.
Oh, well, which one would that be?
Hutchinson Motorsports.
You got that right. The best streaming service in the world, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Tom, do you think you can win it here tonight?
I've yet to finish one of these.
Well, hey, you got to start somewhere. You may as well finish it in victory lane.
Yeah, I mean, it's such luck at these tracks, you know.
That's definitely a big part of it, but
and I just got crashed.
Yep, I just saw that. But hey, best of luck. I'll send you back out there. Get some practice in before our qualifying kicks off here. Yep. Good luck, Tom.
Good night.
There's Tom Ogle, the gambling addict himself right there at Wooster, Ohio. He just junked it. He's got Hutchinson Motorsports on the car, though. So let's see who else we got to pull in here. Oh, who do we have out there? Let's see who's available. How about we get the GOAT, Scott Rickard, up in here? One moment here. Let's see what Scott's doing out on the speedway. Having some technical issues here. First broadcast in about 3 months here tonight. It's been a while. After the end of Season 9 was such a great one. Starting Season 10, hopefully it can be just as jam-packed. But, folks, we've got about 35 cars signed in here tonight. There's going to be a bunch of wrecks, I think. Meanwhile, Zach Kreitz out there out of Denver in the number 9 machine. Pushing the number 23. Around the speedway. But nonetheless, about 3 minutes left here of practice. Hoffman still top of the board, 4.5, 4.9. But practice means nothing here, folks, because we got qualifying coming up next. We're going to try to pull in our champion last season, Josh Robinson, one more time, see if he's back. Josh, Blake in the booth, you got me?
Blake, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Hey, you're back for season number 10. You won the championship last year. What are you planning on this year?
Well, I'd definitely like to duplicate that effort. If not, I'd like to get one of my teammates one of the championships. You maybe get Hess another championship, or, bear with me, we're actively wrecking. And we're okay. I'd like to get maybe Ogle get a championship, or just someone from the team.
Hey, it'd be great to see, but so do you think you got race winning speed here tonight at Daytona?
Here's the thing about Daytona. Everyone has race-winning speed, so it's a little bit of a gamble. I'm gonna bide my time. I usually play it pretty cautious at the start of these races, but all it takes is a decent qualifying effort, and that goes right out the window, and I change my mind.
Yeah, well, hey, you never know. But, hey, while you're out there, keep your eyes out for that number 36, Chad White. He's a newcomer to the series, but I know him well.
Wait, should I keep my eyes out as in he's going to be exciting, or keep my eyes out as in look out?
Keep your eyes open. If you see him on your back bumper, you may as well just get out of the way, because if not, you're going to be in the wall.
Oh, I accept that challenge.
Hey, you never know. But, hey, best of luck, Josh. We're going to send you back up to your team. Good luck here. Season number 10 getting underway here in just a couple minutes.
Have a good one, Blake. We'll see you later.
You too. as we finish up practice here, just about a minute left, we're going to get our patented Hutchinson Motorsports tunes playing. But, folks, you might have heard it from Tom Ogle earlier. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the world's #1 streaming service. Quit wasting your money on junk streaming services. Netflix, you don't need it anymore, folks. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, we got the largest race library out there in the entire world. 100% confirmed. Best streaming service on the entire planet. But we're going to get some Hutchinson Motorsports TV patented tunes playing for you because you fans love it the most. Let us know in the chat where you're at, how you're feeling tonight. We'll be back shortly for qualifying action here. Stars and Stripes Racing Series Daytona underway shortly. As qualifying's about to get underway here at Daytona for the Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series, season number 10 getting underway here shortly. Be sure in the chat, click the like button on the video, subscribe to the page, let us know where you're watching from. Who's going to be the first one to hit the speedway here? Put down a scorcher for our qualifying lap. We got Aaron Hale out of Colesburg, Iowa, out onto the speedway. What kind of lap time does Aaron have for us? But, folks, also out on the track, Scott Rickard, the GOAT, the 05. Last season, his championships hope came up short as he was involved in some wrecks at the end of the season. But the Tire Pros 05 machine of Scott Rickard's going to try to get it done this season. Also out on the speedway, Kyle Bolin, the number 44 machine. Rocking with the Pepsi sponsor this season, the Malcolm, Nebraskan, Kyle Bolin. Christian Lawson out on the speedway, the Brooklyn, Iowa native. Andrew Medlin out here, newcomer to the series. Andrew out of Tampa, Florida. Jerry Hedrick out the number 14 machine. We got Nate Lynch out there. Thankfully has a new sponsor this season. Last season was the Black Rifle Coffee Company, and I tell you what, that stuff is junk. Ryan Lynch out there as well. The number 31 USAA, Ryan Lynch, out of Mooresville, North Carolina. Then we got the third of the Lynch Bros, Brian Lynch out here out of Manchester, Iowa, and the number 24 Hooters machine. Ross Tatum, last season, he had some crazy speed to end the season, came up a little short. Kyle Bolin, first car to cross the line here, 50.45. Rickard, top of the board with a 50.3. As all racers continue to go around the speedway, we're going to keep the music playing. Kick back, relax, grab yourself a beverage. Folks, we know qualifying here doesn't really matter. I believe we got 80 laps here tonight. You may as well not even qualify, to be honest. We got newcomer Ben Dunn out here in the number 60 machine. Who else we got? We got all kinds of newcomers here with about 35 plus cars signed in here tonight. Last season's champion, Josh Robinson, the number 30 Micro Center machine. He's going to be crossing the line. What kind of speed does Josh Robinson have? 49.78. That's going to put him into fourth. Tom Ogle right here has Hutchinson Motorsports on the back of his car. If you don't believe me, folks, let's take a look. There it is on the rear bumper. The world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. The most beautiful car out onto the speedway. That's a cold, hard fact, folks. Here he is, Tom Ogle. Can he park the Hutchinson Motorsports TV house car on the front row? We're going to find out as he goes on the backstretch. Let's hop on board the number 11 of Tom Ogle. Nothing but throttle from the number 11 as he enters the corner here. What kind of speed does the 11 machine have? Coming out of turn 4 onto the front stretch. Tom Ogle, the number 11, out of Wooster, Ohio. The White Claw Hutchinson Motorsports machine. He's going to cross the line. 5th place for Mr. Ogle. Brian Lynch, quick time, top of the board, 49.7 for the Manchester, Iowa. Brian Lynch is bad fast, but folks, it doesn't last long because Mark Fish parks it on the front row. The number 42 of Mark Fish. He is bad fast, top of the board, 49.72. Again, folks, we appreciate you tuning in. The season opener, season number 10, Stars and Stripes Next Gen Racing right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, Daytona Motor Speedway. Folks, it's going to be a good one here tonight. You got some time, though. Be sure, click that like button on the video, but you're not done there. Click that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel because, folks, we're going to be here every single week. Thursday night racing every week right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. As we kick back and relax here, qualifying has ended, folks. It's time to grid up and get this season underway. 80 laps, Daytona International Speedway, Stars and Stripes 200, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your starting lineup for the opener here tonight. On the pole, the number 42 machine, it's Mark Fish. 2 is outside, starting in the second spot in the number 24 machine, Brian Lynch. Row number 2 on the inside in the number 23 machine, it's going to be Dylan Grimm. 2 is outside in the 44, Kyle Bowling. Row number 3 on the inside, it's the GOAT, the 05, Scott Rickard. 2 is outside from the 6th position in the number 66, Greg Hammond. Row number 4 on the inside of the number 11, the Hutchinson Motorsports White Claw number 11 machine. It's Tom Ogle. 2 is outside. It's the number 4, Aaron Hale. Starting the 9th position, last season's champion. It's the 30, looking for the repeat, Josh Robinson. 2 is outside, the number 94, Joshua Altus. Starting in the 11th position in the number 3 machine, Christian Austin. 2 is outside in the 8, Josh Gratton. Row number 7 on the inside of the number 9 machine, Zach Kreitz. 2 is outside, newcomer of the series, in the number 12, Andrew Medlin. Starting the 15th position, the number 28, Josh Whitaker. 2 is outside, the 60, Ben Dunn. Starting the 17th position, the 54, Andrew Hess. Nate Lynch. 2 is outside. Starting 19th on the inside of the 10th row. In the 46, it's Jason Gratton, and 2 is outside. The 5 of Trey Jackson. Folks, the rest of the lineup, you're just going to have to look at it yourself because, folks, look at all these cars we got signed in here tonight. 35 cars here. Stars and Stripes Racing Series. Season number 10 getting underway with a bang here tonight. The field is getting set, folks. Your front row is going to be Mark Fish on the inside. Brian Lynch on the outside. Can Fish keep it up front? Last season, I tell you what, I don't think you could have found a slower car than the number 42 of Mark Fish all season long. But boy, is he turning it around here quickly in season number 10 of the Stars and Stripes Racing Series, because Mark Fish is going to be starting on the pole here at the Daytona Stars and Stripes 200. We're going to be dropping the hammer and going green this time around. 80 laps here. No fast repairs, no stage breaks, nothing but hardcore racing here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Where else would you rather be on a Thursday night than right here, folks? The field is bunched up. 35 cars taking the call here tonight. We got a handful of them not making it out, it appears. We at least got 28 on the track right now. Oh, never mind. We got more. We got some timing and scoring issues. It does not like when there's more than 30 cars, so it cannot handle all the cars. So I can't see all the guys in the back. So we're going to stay up front here. Mark Fish out of New Jersey. Going to be on the pole here. Lap number 1 out of 80 about to get underway. How long you think it's going to take these guys to junk it? With 35 cars out there, it's not going to take them long, folks. Who's going to junk it first? Oh, we got one going on the inside. That's Zach Kreitz pulling into the infield. Must have junked his car. But the pace car is in. The field is set. We are about to go racing. The fans, they're on their feet, off their seats. Green flag in here at Daytona. Stars and Stripes season number 10 underway. Zach Kreitz had some issues trying to get up to his starting spot. Down below the yellow line, he's able to fall in the line. But meanwhile, out front, Mark Fish going to hold on to the race lead as Dylan grins right on his back bumper. Not a good start for the outside line. The 24 of Brian Lynch. He's going to lose a few spots. Folks, let's hop on board with the GOAT, Scott Rickard. See what he's seeing out of his front windshield. Currently in the 3rd position, Scott Rickard pushing the pusher, taking it easy around the speedway as Mark Fish continues to lead this race out front. As we look through the field, see what's going on. What kind of excitement do we have right now? Ben Dunn back there in the 17th position. As we go up, these guys slicing and dicing through the field. They are not ready to fall on the line. They are racing. They say, we're going to race for 80 laps, boys. None of this follow the leader stuff because we're going to the front. The high side trying to get connected into the draft to get a run up front. It's nothing but the bottom for the time being. As Kyle Bolin trying to push that jump number 24 machine out to the front. Last season's points champ Josh Robinson currently running in the 5th position here as the high side starts to get a run. The GOAT Scott Rickard looking to the outside. Can he get a push? Here comes Ogle in the 11. He didn't seem too confident in his chances here tonight, but Tom Ogle is bad fast in that Hutchinson Motorsports White Claw number 11 machine. Folks, we're going to hop on board with Mr. Ogle. See what's going on with the Worcester, Ohioan. Trying to push that 05 of Rickard out to the race lead. We all know a big part of this race here is fuel strategy. You definitely want to save as much fuel as you can. We know everybody's going to have to pit, but it's all about how long you're in the pits filling up your car. Josh Gratton with a new look this season. I tell you what, it's good to see. Josh's car last year kind of looked like junk, but it's looking good here tonight. The Hillsboro Missourian is out front, currently running in the 6th position. Let's hop on board with Josh Gratton. Has to like his chances trying to push that number 28 Skoll machine out to the race lead. Kyle Chick in the chat tuned in. We appreciate you chatting, Kyle. Then we got Mo Quinn M out there as well. We love all our fans here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Say it with me, folks, the world's #1 streaming service. You're going to be hearing that a lot this season. Be sure to tune in every single Thursday night. Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series, season number 10. So let's see what else is going on around the speedway here. Mark Fish, still your race leader. The Dude Wipes number 42 machine is bad fast. I tell you what a turnaround from last season. I don't think Mark Fish ran a lap that wasn't in last place last year, but here he is leading the whole thing out front. As we drop to the back, let's see what newcomer to the series Chad White's doing. In Tennessee, and Chad White. He is the last car on the lead lap. He's just hanging back there buying his time. The Dr. Pepper number 36 machine, Chad White. Folks, I was talking with one of my buddies earlier. Does anybody actually still drink Dr. Pepper? I don't think they do. I don't know one person that drinks Dr. Pepper. I don't think it's a thing anymore. I don't know how they are staying in business. So we shoot back up to the front, see what's going on. Tom Ogle still running in about the 7th position, trying to get that high line rolling. Nothing much happening through the field at the time being. The 05 of Rickard, front of the top side here, waiting to get a push here. He says, Tom, are you going to get on the gas or what's going on, bub? So we go back out front. Mark Fish, big Mark Fish, the new GOAT of Stars and Stripes Racing Series, folks. Is Mark Fish just going to lead every single lap and win every single race here this season? It might just happen. Let's hop on board with that bad fast number 42 machine of Mark Fish. Nothing but clean air out front for Mr. Fish. Has to be feeling good about his chances. Hey, Mark, there's only 73 laps left to go for you, bub. You might win it. So we zoom back out, see what's going on to the field. And folks, I think it's a good time to jump up to our eyes in the sky. The Hutchinson Motorsports blimp, the most beautiful view in the business. Wow, what a view, folks. I tell you what, we cut no corners here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV because we bought out the Goodyear blimp and we slapped a Hutchinson Motorsports TV logo on it, and we're flying it around Daytona International Speedway for you great fans at home. Let's drop back to the field, see what's going on. 2x2 through most of the field. We got a little 3-wide action right here. Let's see who's going to junk it. We got the 21, the 5, and the 46 or 48. Can't quite see it because the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp is just too high. We're basically in outer space up here, folks. Not much else happening. We still go back out front. Mark Fish is just dominating this race. The GOAT, Mark Fish, out front, out of New Jersey in the number 42 machine. Mr. Dylan Grimm in the 23 locked onto that back bumper, giving him a big old push. And you know what? I forgot to ask Mr. Tom Ogle what he was betting on tonight in this football game that's going on. As you might know, the Notre Dame-Penn State football game happening right now. Tom Ogle is 100% addicted to gambling. His family has tried to get him to stop. They just can't do it, folks. He just will not stop gambling. It's quite a sad sight to see, but Tom's just doing what he loves. Tom loves racing and he loves betting. So let the man do what he wants. We're going to hop on board with him here. See how that number 11 machine is handling. Giving a big push to that 05. Rickard out front. Looks like we got a new race leader for the first time, but not for long. Mark Fish says not so fast. The old GOAT on the outside, which is Scott Rickard. The new GOAT on the inside, which is Mark Fish at the line. Who's going to be your race leader heading into lap number 10? It's going to be close as they cross the line. Scott Rickard, your race leader. Rickard not ready to give up his GOAT title. He says, not so fast, buddy boy. I'm still the GOAT around these parts. The old Scott Rickard, your race leader here as we head on into lap number 10. As we look through the field, Greg Hammond in the 66 machine. Good run so far for Greg, sitting in the 9th position there on the outside line. Greg's got to feel good. He had a rough season last year, if I remember right. Has to feel good to be out front here for Mr. Hammond. The Phoenix native, Greg Hammond. Will he be the new GOAT? As we go back out front, Mark Fish says, loser, I'm the race leader. Mark Fish in the 42 back out front. We got a lap car coming up here, folks. Somebody's already getting lapped. Who is it? It's Brian Burchett, the 33. That's a good-looking car, but, folks, I don't like that Black Rifle Coffee Company logo on there. That's probably why he's so slow getting lapped. Because I tell you what, that coffee sucks. Black Rifle is junk, and that's why Brian Burchett is just getting blown by the rest of the field. He's going a lap down, going all the way to the back. Brian, you need a new sponsor, bud. Might give you some horsepower. So we go back out front, who has no horsepower issues. It's Mark Fish in the 42, the new GOAT to the Stars and Stripes Racing League. He's led basically every lap except one, I believe. Mark Fish feeling good out front. As we go through the field here, Greg Hammond still situated right there. Currently running the 13th as the high side starts to get connected to make a run up to the front. Meanwhile, Chad White still cruising around in the back of the pack here in the 36. Dr. Pepper 36 machine, Chad White. Let's hop on board, see why this 36 car is so slow. Why is this 36 so slow out here? Tell you what, that car might be junk. Chad, the gas pedal is the skinny one on the right side. You need to press it all the way down, buddy. Get on the gas, Mr. Chad White. As we head up to the front here, see who else is having a good race. Josh Whitaker right now in the 28 machine. Working himself to the front, folks. He is your hard charger here right now. He has gained 10 spots since the start of this race. Currently in the 5th position after starting in 15th. The Concord, North Carolinian, Josh Whitaker, he's headed to the front. Making easy work of these guys. But here comes a high side with a big run on the outside. Ogle trying to push Rickard back out to the front. As we head into lap 14 here. Stars and Stripes 200. We got 80 laps around Daytona International Speedway. No stage breaks. No fast repairs. Nothing but non-stop action here tonight. Still 2x2 through the field. No wrecks yet. These guys driving pretty clean. As we check out the chat, thank you, great fans, once again. Be sure to click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the page, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Folks, we're the number one world stream. I'm sorry, we are the world's number one streaming service. And that is not a self-proclaimed title, folks. That's just 100% fact. It has been proven. Last season, we surpassed Netflix as the world's number one streaming service. No need to look it up. It's just fact. So we drop back through the field. Will Bustler in the 18th position. The number one machine of Will Bustler. Kind of looking like junk here tonight. Can Will figure it out and get to the front? There's no telling, folks. The only way to tell is to stay tuned right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's number one streaming service. As we drop back through the field here, DJ Weeks has lost the draft. These guys are out of the main draft, but don't you worry because you know we're going to get a caution eventually. So these guys staying tucked in together. They are about 7 seconds behind the main pack. As we head out front, Mark Fish still leading this one. The only bad thing for Mr. Fish, since he's the lead car, he is burning his fuel. So he's going to have much less fuel than most of these guys out front. Scott Rickard in the same boat as he's been on the outside line head car for most of the time. These guys are basically the fuel dummies for these guys because the rest of them can kind of draft, save some fuel. But the head car, he is all throttle most of the time. The high side trying to get connected. They have been struggling this whole entire race so far here as we head into lap number 17. Folks, while we got some time, we're going to take a short break, but don't you worry. You're not going to miss a single lap here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We're going to get the tunes playing in the background, and we'll be back shortly. Stars and Stripes 200 right here, Daytona International Speedway. Stars and Stripes Racing League.
moment I break through. Target like a matador. Come on, I'm ready to go get it like a Labrador. Dog days done and I'm tired of the trouble. Hook off the leash and I ain't going back no more. I've been better ever rapping like Barrymore. Hold up, let me reset. Living in the matrix, use the sequence. I crack the code, pop out the subnet. Walk around like a pound of 20, that's a dubstep. Living in the moment, did you notice that ain't up yet? Put the pressure on me, I ain't dropping one sweat. Used to be stressed hard, beating like a drum set. Breathe, stretch, let it go. Everybody need a refresh, go.
As we return back from break here, nothing's changed. The GOAT, Mark Fish, still out front. He is cruising as your race leader here, heading into lap number 24 here, Daytona. Can Mark Fish get the job done, folks? The only bad thing for Mr. Fish, when we have to come down pit lane, he's going to need a lot more fuel than the rest of these guys. Because we know he's been all throttle out front this entire race. The 23 of Dylan Grimm has been glued to that back bumper every single lap here so far. As we look through the field, though, your Hutchinson Motorsports hard charger looks to be still the number 28 of Josh Whitaker. He has gained 9 spots since the start of this race still. Lap number 25 here, folks. We are getting down to the nitty-gritty. We are almost about a third of the way done here tonight. Quiet race so far for the 21 of Ross Tatum. Hanging around in the back. Looking to pounce later on into this race. As we look through the field, see what's going on. Taking a look here, I'm seeing who'd be a good sport about pulling down here for our green flag interview. The only thing I'd hate to do, I'm not sure what fuel mileage is looking like. I don't want to pull them in when they're planning their pit stops. But I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to risk it. I'm pulling one of these guys in. They have no clue we're doing this. We're going to do it nonetheless. Because here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV, we don't have any rules. We just wing it here. So we're going to pull in the number 21 on Ross Tatum, see what he's doing out here. Ross, Blake from the booth, you got me?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, how's that 21 car feeling out there?
It feels alright. I can't really go anywhere, man. It's stalled out. It's not drafting like I thought it would around here. I thought it'd be a lot bigger runs tonight, but seems like everybody's just kind of stalling out.
Yeah, that's the bad thing about these next-gen cars. Side draft definitely kills the runs. But,
Yeah.
How much longer you got till you got to go in for some fuel?
I think we're looking at 41, 42, somewhere in that range. And we'll probably take 4 tires too, and hopefully be good to the end.
Yeah, well, hey, you're going to be interested to see how this one plays out. I'll send you back out to your team. Best of luck for the rest of this race, Ross.
Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Ross Tatum in the 21 machine. You heard it from him. He's about stalled out. Last season we were in the trucks. Those trucks got some huge runs here, but these next-gen cars, not so much. The side draft on these things just absolutely kill the runs. So they could take it 3 wide if they really wanted to, which at the end of this race, you will see them do that. But it's just hard to do because you're not getting as big of a run. A lot of times when those 3 wide, there's a big run coming off one of the lines, and they'll shoot to the outside or something. But when you don't have the big runs, you don't see it as much. So we're going to see what else is going on through the field here. Who else we got? We've already pulled Mr. Ogle in here. We'll just kick back and relax here. You heard it from Ross. He's planning on pitting around lap number 41 or so. Unless we get a caution, I'm sure plans will change. So that does look like it's going to be a one-stop race here unless we get a yellow. So Mark Fish still out front. Maybe qualifying was a bit more important than we thought. Because these guys not able to pass very easily. Looks like Ogle's going to try his luck on the outside line as a head car. He's out there with the 24, Brian Lynch. Lynch trying to push him out to the front. Lynch needs to get to that Hutchinson Motorsports bumper and push the number 11 out to the front. Here comes the 24 Hooters machine, Brian Lynch. The high side looking to get a run. As we head into lap number 30 here shortly, Mark Fish still in command of this race. Here comes a high line. Ogle up to the 3rd car there, but it looks like the line might be stalling out here shortly. So we drop back to the field and see. Uh-oh, Chad White's dropped back to the 29th position. He has lost the main draft. He's in the 2nd pack right now. What, this 36 machine, he's pretty slow. The Dr. Pepper 36 car is jumped. Here's 9th. So we go back up to the main pack here. Josh Gratton cruising in the 10th position right now. The number 8 machine of Mr. Josh Gratton, the Hillsboro, Missouri native. Up his sleeve later on in this race. We're going to find out here in a bit, folks. We're on lap number 31. In the next 10 laps or so, you're going to see these guys coming down pit road. Getting some fuel, maybe some tires. While we got some time, though, folks, if you haven't clicked the like button, what are you waiting for? Like it, subscribe to the page, all that good stuff. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. What more could you ask for? I'll let you know. It's nothing. Can't ask for anything more than the world's #1 streaming service. So we're going to jump up to our eyes in the sky. The Hutchinson Motorsports blimp, the most beautiful view in the business. Wow, what a view, folks. I tell you what, I've seen this view every single race for a few years now, and I tell you what, it gives me goosebumps every single week. It is incredible the things we can bring to you great fans at home. Folks, we have 247 cameras installed around this speedway and on the vehicles here tonight. We are cutting no corners, and if you don't believe me, look at all these cameras just on each car. Let's take Scott Rickard. We'll hop in. We got the Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view. Here it is. What a great view. I love it. That is great. Then we got the right front suspension cam. That's right, folks. I've mounted GoPros on every single one of these cars. We got the the right rear suspension cam. We got the left front suspension cam, the left rear suspension cam, and that's not all, folks. The Hutchinson Motorsports gyro cam. Look at this. Unbelievable. What a great, fantastic view for you great fans at home. But that's not it, folks. We got the Hutchinson Motorsports drones flying around here down close to the track. Look at this. The Hutchinson Motorsports drone flying feet above these cars. We're staying in the draft of this Hutchinson Motorsports drone. Look at this clean line we're driving around this speedway. What a great broadcast here tonight. The world's #1 streaming service, and you're seeing why, folks. We cut no corners here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV. And we also got the chopper cam. Look how low this chopper is flying down to the track, folks. We're only about 70 feet off the ground. I'm pretty sure this is illegal what we're doing right now. We are right there, right above the track, flying around this. This is actually what is it called? A Black Hawk chopper we got from the military. Got a great deal on it. It was shot down in Vietnam, but it has been repaired. Should be good for the night. We do not offer insurance to our employees, so we sure hope it is. So we're going to jump out front. We got a new race leader. It's Brian Lynch out front. Taking over that race lead. Fish had to give it up because Brian Lynch in the number 24 Hooters machine was bad fast and just coming out of the corner of the high line, looking to get another run. Kyle Bolin on the outside. It's going to be close at the line. Who's going to take the race lead? Heading into lap 35. It's new race leader, Kyle Bolin, is number 44 Pepsi machine from Nebraska. Here, the next 5 laps or so, you're going to start seeing some breakdowns over into the pits. Joshua Altus in the 94 making a big run to the front. Here he is currently in the 3rd position. Let's hop on board the number 94, Joshua Altus. Looking good here tonight. And folks, we talked to him earlier, but Ross Tatum has found his way to the front. He said he was stalled out earlier, had nowhere to go. And right now, folks, he's your Hutchinson Motorsports TV hard charger. As he started all the way back in the 22nd position, he has worked his way up to 6th here tonight. Make it 5th. 17 cars past the 21 machine of Ross Tatum. Boy, I tell you what, last season Ross had an inspiring run in the year. He had mediocre speed all season long, it appeared, and then the last 5 or 6 races out of nowhere, Ross Tatum was running up front week in and week out, battling for wins, duking it out. Had a great shot at the championship there at the end. Unable to finish the job, though. He's hoping to get a better start to this season, so he doesn't have to work out at such a deep hole. But Tatum currently in 3rd, looking to get to the back bumper. Altus into the race lead. At the line, who's going to be your leader? Heading into lap 37, Joshua Altus. He's your race leader. Let's take a look at this beautiful number 94 machine. The Lynchburg, Virginia native, Joshua Altus, and boy, did he just ditch. The 21 Ross Tatum takes over the race lead, drops down to the bottom lane, says, "Later, loser. Nice knowing you." So down the back stretch here, looks like nobody is pit still. These guys, they're trying to at least get halfway. So let's zoom out, see what's going on in the back. Mark Fish dropping back a little bit, back to the 7th position. As we look through the field here, William Duff, the 4th, he is running in the back, 32nd. William Duff, he is familiar with being back there. Let's see if we can figure it out, though, here this season. Stars and Stripes Racing League, season number 10. Dylan Grimm dropping back to the 8th position right now, still rolling on the bottom. Boy, has he been a bottom feeder this entire race. Try the high side out, Dylan. So out front, Josh Baldwin still holding in the race lead right now. Has to be feeling good. Brian Lynch in the 3rd spot. How about that number 24 Hooters machine of Brian Lynch? The Manchester, Iowan. Let's hop on board with Mr. Brian Lynch. That thing is hooked up here tonight. He's got some serious speed at Daytona. Is Brian Lynch a super speedway specialist? I think so, folks. Brian Lynch, the super speedway specialist, out front, currently running in the 3rd position. And here comes the high line. The 21 of Tatum says later loser, getting a big push from Hammond in the 66. Ross Tatum looking to take over the race lead after we talked to him earlier. Lap number 40 coming up. Tatum gonna ditch the high line, goes to the bottom, says later loser, thanks for the push. New race leader, Ross Tatum. We are officially about halfway done here. Stars and Stripes 200 at Daytona right here. The season debut, season number 10, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. As we look back, the super speedway specialist of Brian Lynch is losing positions left and right. He has dropped back tonight. We might be having to take that title away from Mr. Lynch. Meanwhile, Tom Ogle cruising around in the 10th position. Number 11 machine of Ogle still cruising around the speedway. We're halfway done here tonight. So when are these guys going to start pitting? We got looks like Derek Offerman went into the pits on his own. No, he's got some with him. We got Offerman in the pits. Oh, looks like your former race leader, Mark Fish, as well. So a handful of cars down pit lane. So keep your eyes open here. Let's see when these guys start pitting. Let's hop up to the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. We can get a better view. That is not the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. This is the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. What a great view. Gives me goosebumps every single time, folks. We got them dropping down the bottom here. We got a handful of cars down pit lane here. Looks like Dylan Hoffman, Ben Dunn, Lawson, Hammond, Robinson, Lynch, Ogle, Grimm, all kinds of them down pit lane. So pit stop's definitely underway here, folks. Looks like about half the field has pit already. Or entered pit lane, at least. So that's going to leave Ross Tatum out front as your race leader. You know these guys are looking to pit here soon. It is very important to work together on these pit stops. Because you have to pit with a group of guys. If you pit on your own, you're going to be leaving the pits with no draft help. You're going to be a sitting duck. So you definitely want to pit with at least a handful of guys. So you can leave as a group. Here they come. We got about, what's that, 7 or so guys coming out pit lane. Altis is flying. He might be speeding. We might have a speeding penalty. We're going to find out. But they're coming out of pit lane. Nate Lynch, currently your race leader. Staying out there, the number 25, getting some TV time, folks. New race leader, Nate Lynch out front. Here's Mr. Nate Lynch. Cruising in the race lead. He's got the Bitcoin, Litecoin, scam number 25 machine. If you want to waste your money, folks, get you some Litecoin. Get you some Bitcoin. It's fake. It's fake money, folks. Buy it while you can. Here he comes down pit lane. The Bitcoin 25 machine getting past. Entering pit lane. So out front here, who's going to be your race leader? So Jason Gratton coming down pit lane. It looks like Joshua Altis. Nope, hang on here. It's still changing. We got all kinds of stuff going on. It says Zach Kreitz is your leader, but he is down pit lane, so that's not going to last. So it looks like Altis might cycle into the race lead. Yeah, I think this pack right here might be taking over the race lead. It's going to be close, though. We're going to see how it plays out off pit road. as they enter the front stretch. The pack that just pit is leaving. Are they going to be able to get up to speed in time to maintain the race lead? It's not looking that way. Right now, Jason Grattan currently our race leader, but he's got no help. Nate Lynch is a little bit behind him. And these guys get bunched up. The pack is closing in quick. They're going to blow right by him. Say, later, losers. You're slow. We're fast. It's the 15 of Dylan Hoffman, new race leader. Oh, almost a wreck there as they were 4 wide down the backstretch. The 15 machine of Dylan Hoffman cycling into the race lead. We're going to pull up the Hutchinson Motorsports Tower here. Take a look at where your favorite driver is. Hoffman out front, followed by Lawson, Dunn, Altus, and Bolin in your top 5. Still no cautions here so far, folks. But since pit stops are over here and we're in a lap number 45, we're going to take a short break, get some Hutchinson Motorsports tunes playing. But don't you worry, you're not going to miss a lap of action here. The Stars and Stripes 200 right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We'll be back shortly. As we return back from break out front, not too much changing. We got a pack of them battling it. Looks like Will Butler currently racing the number 1 machine. As they're coming up on a pack here, things might be getting spicy here soon. The main pack is pretty large here. Let's see how many cars are out front here. Looks like we got about 21 cars in this main pack out front. So Ross Tatum going to take over the race lead, the number 21 machine, as we head into lap 53. Just about 37 laps left to go here for the Stars and Stripes 200. Sorry, 27, not 37. Let's see what's going on through the field here. We got another pack. These guys are not in the main pack. It's like we got William Duff, Matt Allen, Chad White, DJ Weeks in this second pack. Still no cautions. How about that? 35 cars here tonight. And a draft track with no caution so far. Pretty impressive. As we look through the field here, Nate Lynch currently running in the second spot after a good pit stop for Mr. Lynch. Can Nate Lynch park that 25 in the victory lane? He had no wins last season. Looking to find one here in season number 10. As he has a run on the inside line. Nate Lynch looking to take over the race lead. Coming off of turn 4, heading into lap 55. At the line, it's going to be close. But it's going to be Will Butler as your race leader. These guys just waiting for the end. They know it's not a big deal right now, so they're not willing to risk anything stupid. Because again, folks, there are no fast repairs here in the Stars and Stripes Racing League. Hess out front, trying to take the race lead from Buffalo. Josh Robinson, last season's champions, he is still in this front pack. That's really all you can ask for, is to be in this main pack. Give yourself a shot at this thing. And folks, this second pack looks to be running down the main pack. How about that? These guys staying single file parking together, trying to get tack onto the back of that main pack. Looks like that's what they're going to do. So it looks like Grattan, Fish, Offerman, Weeks, these 4 or 5 cars, they just inserted themselves back into this race. So that's going to make this front pack even bigger. About 22, 23 cars or so. So Butler out of Virginia, still your race leader on that high line. High line feeling much more confident here. Early on, it was nothing but the bottom. Some lappers coming up. Looks like it's Derek Offerman in the 20 and Don Milkowicz. I definitely butchered Milkowicz. You know what? I think I said that right. Am I the GOAT? I think I'm the GOAT, folks. That's why Hutchinson Motorsports TV is the world's #1 streaming service. I read that name for the first time ever, and I just naturally pronounced it correctly. I'm the GOAT broadcaster. Blake Hutchinson up here in the booth. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service for a reason. We are the best in the business. Looks like these guys going to get out of the way. And go on, boys. We got nothing for you. We're So old Donnie going to fall down to the back. You're going to let them all go by, and that's that. So Will Bustler's still your race leader out front. You know what? While we got time, folks, let's go ahead and pull the gambling addict up in here, Tom Ogle. Let's ask him about his bets tonight. One moment. I'm going to watch a couple of these plays going on. We got some big stuff happening in this Notre Dame Penn State game. A lot of money on the line, I'm sure, for Tom Ogle. I just hope he didn't gamble his house again. Let's get him in here. John, Blake in the booth, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, how's the car feeling so far, first of all?
It's good. It's just kind of hard to pass, and our pit stop didn't go very well, so I'm kind of mired back here. Not really anywhere to go.
Yeah, it definitely seems like these next-gen cars, that side draft, kills those runs here at these drafting tracks.
Yeah, you can't really go anywhere. We were rolling pretty good on the top. Scott and I were, and then he went to the bottom. But, yeah, a little bit of a boring race for you, I'm sure.
Oh, well, there's been ups and downs, of course. But, hey, I was going to ask you, what are your bets tonight here in this Notre Dame Penn State game?
I did not bet on it.
Whoa.
I haven't hit a bet since bet on Ben-Hur in a chariot race, so I just laid off.
Hey, sometimes when you get in those cold spells, it's good to stop for a few months.
Right, exactly. How about you? What'd you put it in?
Well, I got a little bit, not a lot, but I got a little bit of money. I took Penn State. But Penn State, they went out to a big lead. Notre Dame actually tied it and ended up taking the lead. But Penn State's rushing down the field right now here in the fourth quarter, and they're about to tie it, and it's tied. Okay. So we got a tie game here in the fourth quarter. But, hey, it looks like you got about 19 laps left. You might be able to catch the end of this football game.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah, but, hey, no cautions yet, so hopefully that'll continue.
I think we're 3 wide, and we hung somebody out up front, so we're about to get it.
So, hey, I'll send you back up to your team. Best of luck, Tom.
All right, thanks, Blake.
Tom Ogle there in the 11. You heard him, folks. He didn't even bet on this game. He says he's been in a cold spell of betting. So even the addicts sometimes have to stop. When the money stops rolling in and it's just going out, you eventually got to give it up. And that's what Mr. Ogle had to do. He's suspecting there's going to be a wreck soon, though, folks. Because they are 3 wide and not much help there on the outside line. Those guys are getting desperate. Altus is willing to stay out there, though. He's not giving up. You do not want to drop to the back right now. Sure, there might be 18 or 19 laps left. But you do not want to go from the front of the pack back to about 25th position. Because good luck finding your way back up to the front here. It's not easy like the old days when you could just shoot up straight to the front. These drafting tracks. So we're going to keep our eyes out here. Who's going to be involved in this big wreck? You know what's coming. These guys might be professionals, but they're going to jump it. So, meanwhile, Will Bustler, still your race leader out front. The #1 machine out of Virginia. He's getting a big push. And how about Mr. Grimm? Dylan Grimm has been pushing everybody out front. He has definitely been the best pusher here so far tonight. That 23 machine, that's definitely who you want behind you when you're out front in the pack. So we're here in lap 64. These fans, they're on their feet. They're off their seats. They love what they're seeing. They're ready for the end of this race. With just about 16 laps left to go. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, folks. Laps are ticking away. Not a single caution so far. 64 laps in. This is incredible. But you heard from some of our drivers, these cars don't have the biggest runs. Not so easy to pass. Not like the trucks were last season. You could get humongous runs in them things. There's still some passing going on, but you definitely have to time it correctly. But not too late. We're definitely going to get a good finish because you know these guys are going to stop working together. And once they all stop working together, that's when you start seeing some passing even in these next-gen cars. With just about 15 laps left to go here. The Stars and Stripes 200. Who's going to park it in the victory lane? Look at another big push from the 23 of Dylan Grimm. As we look through the field, Nate Lynch in the 25 car sitting in the 9th position. How about Brian Lynch? Super Speedway Brian. I'll tell you what, is he the go to super speedways or what? Let's hop on board with the Super Speedway specialist, Brian Lynch in the number 24 machine. Brian Lynch out of Manchester, Iowa, looking to park this lump of junk in the victory lane. Can he do it for the last few Hooters restaurants that are open? I'll tell you what, there's definitely fewer Hooters restaurants still open than cars that are in this field. Every single Hooters you see throughout the country is shutting down left and right, but they still put up the sponsorship money for Mr. Brian Lynch to run this car at Daytona. And I tell you what, Lynch is doing a great job as he's out front with just about a dozen laps left to go. Not too much else going on. These guys waiting for the last few laps. Waiting to pounce here at the end. Still no caution. 67 laps. Aaron Hale out of Colesburg, Iowa. Trying to stay there with the leaders. Aaron currently running the 11th spot, but he is up there in the main pack. I tell you what, any car in this front pack has an outside shot at this race. I don't care if you're the 20th car in line, you still have a shot because you know a third lane's going to fall. And when guys start getting mixed up, it's going to get interesting. Side by side coming off the corner here. Gonna be 12 laps left to go this time by with all the fans still on their feet and they're still off their seats. These guys love racing. And where else would you rather be than right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV Thursday night racing, watching the Stars and Stripes season opener. Boys, this is our first broadcast in about 3 or 4 months. We're shaking off the rust, but we're feeling good because the finish is coming up here in about 11 laps. Let's see what else is going on through this front pack. We got Ben Dunn back there cruising around. Zach Kreitz still here as well. Greg Hammond, Josh Gratton, Tom Ogle dropping back to the 17th spot. Tell you what, if he wants to park that Hutchinson Motorsports White Claw number 11 machine in victory lane, it is go time for Mr. Tom Ogle. Let's take a look at that car. See why he's looking so slow. Here's Tom Ogle, the number 11 machine. See that beautiful Hutchinson Motorsports TV sticker there on the back? Definitely the best looking car in the field, 100%. So we go back out front. Bill Bustler, Dylan Grimm duking it out. Bottom lane looking to form a line here. They need to start working together. See those big pushes that 23 of Grimm has given the race leader? That's why that outside line has led the last 15 laps or so. All because of the pushes of that 23 of Dylan Grimm. He is right up on the back bumper. Nobody else is doing that in the entire field right now. Bustler still out front, duking out with Altus, Grimm, Lynch, and Tatum as your top 5. Oh, we got one off the track and he just shoots straight up. That was brutal. Oh, that could have been ugly. Who was that? Trying to find who that was. I have no clue. That could have been deadly there, folks. We're still clean for now, but these guys are starting to get antsy with just 9 laps left to go. Folks, we're going to see a caution. I'm telling you. This race is not going to finish. Everybody wants to win it, but only one can as they're forming a third line. That's Aaron Hale on the outside in the 4 car. He says, somebody give me some help. 3 wide. Nobody willing to help Hale out. That's unfortunate for Hale. He's going to cycle all the way to the back. Tried to make a move to get to the front. Nobody in the spots. But we go back out front. New race leader. Looks like it's Mr. Ross Tatum in the 21. Tatum out of nowhere taking over the race lead. A big push around the 15. Dylan Hoffman. How about it? Dylan, I don't think, was here last season. I don't remember seeing him. He has been running up front all race. He's going to shoot down to the bottom with 8 laps left to go. He says, later, loser. I'm not working with anybody. I'm trying to win it. 7 laps left to go this time around. Out front, these guys starting to get desperate. A big push from the 28. Josh Whitaker, after starting near the back, he's up here battling for a race win. Dylan Hoffman back out front of the race lead after starting in the 21st position. He's in first. Can he get the job done? Can he finish it here? Heading into turn 3. 6 laps left to go this next time around. Oh, that was close. Looked like the 26 was about to shoot down to the bottom, but he was not clear. Last second decides to stay up top. So with 6 to go, giving a big push to the 21 of Tatum. Tatum knows he can't trust this 28 of Whitaker. Whitaker's looking to ditch him the first chance he gets. And here comes Grimm in the 23. We know his pushing skills are the best of the best. The 23 of Grimm looking to push that 28 up there to the front. Inside line starting to form some energy here. Side by side up front. We have not had a single caution yet. 80 laps around the speedway. Can we go green to checkered? Can the 15 of Hoffman park in victory lane? Or is Ross Tatum going to get the job done? Or is it going to be somebody else? We're going to find out here shortly. Let's hop on board with the number 23 of Dylan Grimm. I tell you what, Dylan Grimm looked to be the championship favorite last season. He was just killing it every single week. He was involved in a wreck or two there in the last few races, and it just murdered his chances at a championship. But every single week, Grimm is out front. It doesn't seem to matter what style of track. Could be a super speedway, a short track, even a road course. Dylan Grimm, he's going to be up there. Down to the inside goes Grimm. Looking for some help. The 15 goes up top. Well, I tell you what, Ross Tatum has to feel good leading this race, but the lead is not where you want to be when the white flag comes out at a super speedway race. I'd say being in the race lead, you're not very likely to win the race most of the time when you're in a pack of cars like this with the white flag coming out here in a little while. So just 4 laps left to go. The bottom lane looking to form some energy. Your lead car is Grimm in the 23. Lawson looking to give him a push. You know the front guys, somebody's going to throw a block on this bottom lane because the bottom lane is coming quickly. 3 laps left to go. Which one's going to shoot down and throw the block? One of these 3 guaranteed will. Top on board of Dylan Grimm. He is a lead car on the bottom lane. On to the back stretch. No lap cars for a while, folks. We got clear road in front of us. Grimm hoping to get a better push here. If I'm the 15, I'm shooting down to the bottom right now. Right now, I'm going to the bottom if I'm the 15 car. There, he's getting a push right here. Bottom lane is coming right now. Lawson right on the back bumper, the 23. The 15 looks to be staying up high. Boy, I don't know about that. It's going to be tough for the 15 to get around those 2 cars in front of his lane. A third lane is forming up top. Looks to be Aaron Hale again. He's trying to shoot the top here with somebody. We just a lap and a half to go. The white flag's going to be waving this time around. We may get a green, a checkered race here with 35 cars at Daytona. Can you believe it? I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. They are 3 wide. They're door banging each other off of turn 4. Down the front stretch. Flagman, white flag in the air. No cautions this time. Next flag's going to be the checkered here, folks. Ross Statham has to feel good out front. But here comes Graham in the 23 with a huge run. Oh, and they're wrecking here. We knew there was going to be a wreck, but no caution. We're staying green to the checkered. Half the field is junked, but they're duking it out here for the race lead. Heading into turn 3. It's Tatum out front. Whitaker in second. Hoffman in third. Whitaker's going to ditch him. Says later, loser. Side by side, he's going to take the race lead. Here comes a 46 inserting himself into the battle. Jason Gratton looking to the high side. Oh, they're junking it into the wall. Off the front stretch. Who's going to win this thing? Out front, they're door banging each other. Side by side. Into the checkered flag. Your race winner looks like it's going to be Dylan Hoffman. What a finish, folks. Green to checkered, no cautions, but that last lap, about 80% of the field just junked it. What a finish. Dylan Hoffman, if you're listening, hop into a voice chat. We're going to pull you in for an interview. But how about Brian Lynch, the super speedway specialist, parking it in a P2? Well done. Backing his way into a P2 finish. Dylan Hoffman, able to find his way. Gets a little love tap there by the 3 car. What a finish there. Those guys were duking it out there at the end. But let's pull up your results here in the meantime. They take a minute to show up. But let's check the Discord chat here, see if we can get Mr. Dylan Hoffman in a chat. Again, Dylan Hoffman, hop into the waiting room or another voice chat. I'm going to pull you in. Big win for Hoffman. You know what? While we're waiting, seeing if Hoffman can win it, or I'm sorry, can come to victory lane, let's pull in Mr. Brian Lynch. Brian, Blake with the booth, you got me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, taking home a second place finish here tonight. Has to be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I thought I had it, man. I didn't see Dylan down at the bottom.
Yeah, that was a crazy finish. Looked like he got involved in the wreck there and shot back up to the top there at the end. But what were you thinking there in that last lap when they all started wrecking?
Oh, I had a good run on the outside, so I was just reacting basically.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much all you can do. But hey, great run there tonight. I'm going to send you back to your team. Good job here tonight, Brian.
All right, thanks, man.
Yes, sir. Brian Lynch taking home a P2 finish. Great run for Brian. Thought he had it at the end. Unfortunately, he did not. Looks like Dylan Grimm taking home the 3rd place finish. Boy, Grimm was pushing great all race long. Let's see if our race winner, Dylan Hoffman, is in one of these chats. Still not seeing him. Must not be tuning in. Dylan, unbelievable. How can you not tune in? Hutchinson Motorsports TV, we're the world's #1 streaming service, and you just parked it in victory lane. You're going to miss out on an interview. Well, folks, we appreciate you coming out here tonight. The Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series, season number 10 for the league. We appreciate you tuning in here, but don't you worry. We're going to be back every single Thursday night, same time, same place. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service.